And the Miners will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra.
I really love some savage niggas. I might drop a bag and bitch. That made my shooter come grab your foot. I tell her to pass the switch. Talk that big girl to the nigga. I'm trying to fuck her money. I tell her they're gonna get she's never in stepping out when you're doing the street.
The Miners will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for room. It's McCoby. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Sends it downfield. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Offense changing the play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run the toss. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Green. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Got it! No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. The ball goes out of bounds through the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover for this offense. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Miners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. The Miners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's White. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Young. Got the back over the middle. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UTEP.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's taking the shot. Pulls it in on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Young. They go to the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Caught in the backfield. It's McCoby. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires it incomplete.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Davis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Mountaineers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Appalachian State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on the game.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own RPO complete to open the drive. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Young. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
2nd down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it on the outside. It's Moss. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wants to throw. It's Young. Here's a heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, UTEP! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Underwood. And his throw is incomplete.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it away.
And back to the air on second down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Finds a tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle. It's McCoby. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Might be looking to run. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Roberts. And they're able to make the tackle. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to crank up the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as he skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
Hey, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and You know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Young. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Skips away from pressure. Puts it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
To the air, it's Underwood. He's going to run it. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D...
He's going up top. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. With the catch, it's McCovey. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And it's incomplete on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the big fella. Smashes ahead. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's McCovey. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Unloads quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. Loss one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on fourth down, you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jess agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Looking downfield, it's Young. Forced out of the pocket. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Burnett. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Quick completion on the out. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Miners! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And man, that was an almost opportunity for this defense. He thought he might could get the pick, but I like the way they drop back. They play the pass, they break on the football, and they make sure that the receiver can't make a play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pulls it in, it's Barber. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the... Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Young. Fires to the big fella. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Badger!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. That's reeled in. It's Allchuck. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
The Buffaloes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. At the 35, he's open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Off play action. Quarterback adapting. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The toss sweep to the right. Runs through a tackle. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Singleton. Powers through. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those...
Touchdown, Wisconsin! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Go with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secured the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The play action fake. And that one's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Finds his big tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it again. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The AT unit on the field.
Tell you what, as a defensive back, as a defensive player, you know down here near the goal line, I got to get tight on my guys. I can't give away the easy stuff like that. Too easy near the goal line for that pitch and catch.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Young. Looking left. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbound.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to. Obviously, I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bucks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And they did tack on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Oh, he's got a chance. Pass to Stinks, and he may get more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Badger!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Incomplete, he had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. The short hands, it's Bond. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. He's going for it all. He's got it along the sideline. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback with these situations. You drop so many guys back deep, but as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards, and then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this.
Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Badger.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. Holds and fires complete to the right. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Quickly complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. And they're not on the same page there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. Turning it on. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also in the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
And they're able to get him on the ground. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth.
27.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw it Young. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Tate. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He's moving out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
We are the robbers, killers, label us a threat. Next thoughts on big homie, that be from LA.
will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Now they'll run it on the toss. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ball game?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in?
He's going to let it go. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Back to throw, it's Young. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Miners are moving quickly down the field. Might be calling a hot route. They'll throw it from the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it...
Touchdown, UTEP! Fit it in the window for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And the extra point is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Pirates with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Pirates!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. Will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Smashes him with the stiff arm. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Got a man, it's Tate. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the
Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. But They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
To the air, it's Aller. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the throw, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, ECU! A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden